What is up, my friends? Welcome to another episode of Random 2v2. Today, I'm gonna put the tier 3 units of every race to the test. As you guys know, I don't shy away from doing crazy high-tech rushes like battlecruiser rushes, ultralisk rushes, and whatnot. And today, I'm gonna do one for each race and test which one feels the strongest. So I'm gonna do a battlecruiser rush, an ultralisk rush, and probably, I actually have no idea, a Tempest rush or maybe even a Mothership rush. We'll see, but it's gonna be epic. Let's begin. All right, the first game is with a Zerg player against a Zerg and a Terran. Complete mirror matchup, actually. I do really like this. I think when I go for something like a BC rush, I mean, first of all, you want to play against a Zerg. I think BC rushing in particular is the best against Zerg. Maybe not in the late game, but early on, definitely. And I'm always just scared of Protoss players because, I don't know, I just imagine dying to Blinkstalkers whenever I do something cool against Protoss. Hello. All right. Don't think I do recognize this guy. I don't recognize the two Zerg players, though. Which is kind of unusual. I feel like I'm starting to recognize all the homies I play with. But I guess there's always more on the ladder. Hopefully I see you guys on the ladder as well. Okay, we gotta make 2v2 great again. Let's see. Just gonna take the in-base base. That's slightly uncommon, actually. I feel like most of the time the Zergs take the front. Not necessarily saying it's better or not. I've noticed. I did have a really cool build that I stole, by the way. I don't want to make it sound like I invented it, which was... You play Zerg on this map, you go a hatch first, you don't make a single Zergling. You even skip one Queen and Link speed, just go instant lair, and then you have like a super powerful Mutalisk timing. And because you're playing on this map and your teammate can just wall off as Protoss or make bunkers as Terran or whatever, you're going to be safe enough until you get to 2-base Muta. I mean, honestly, you can die. Like, obviously, it's not entirely safe, but it's a pretty cool build, actually. Worth trying if you're a Zerg player. I will go PC. He hasn't chatted back yet, so I gotta keep trying, you know? I gotta get that. You guys know me. I gotta get the homies involved. This map does have a gold base, by the way. Yeah, oh, he's actually gonna do it. Nice, okay. I like it. So, then my mission is going to be to protect my friend over here. And go BC at the same time. So I need to scout pretty well. Oh, there's a couple of very fast Zerglings out there. I can actually track those with my SCV. I think that would be nice. I'm just gonna wall this off real quick. Yeah, I mean my Reaper is gonna be able to stop that. I'm just tracking them. A little afraid. I'm gonna make a second Reaper here. This is a little unusual, but if Mr. Terran also makes a Reaper, that's gonna be unpleasant. Ooh, this could be a full-on Link Flood, you know? That's a Reaper on the minimap, I want to imagine. Yeah, that's indeed a Reaper. Yeah. Cheesy. Ugh. Yeah, the thing is, if he doesn't get speed, we're fine. But if he gets speed and kills my Reapers, then we might all of a sudden be cooked. So I'm a little afraid of this one. Let's see how the micro is gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna get another Reaper out, of course, pretty shortly. Here we go. Yeah, he does have speed, exactly. Okay. Truthfully, guys, we are completely fine here. Yeah, you guys might be surprised by that. But the truth is, if you go for Link speed against a normal Terran expansion, I always thought this was a bad build, because if you cancel the CC and build it on the high ground, you're actually just slightly ahead. So here, it's basically me being slightly ahead against the Zerg. And, oh, he's gonna give us the Reaper too. Me being slightly ahead against the Zerg and my teammate being even with their Terran. So yeah, all in all, we are slightly ahead. It's obviously not, you know, super crazy or anything like that, but it's nice. You can't really complain about this. I'm always so afraid of my teammates' mental level, you know? Like, I've noticed so many times that teammates see something go bad and then they think you're absolutely cooked. Well, in reality, the situation is really not that bad. Let me kill a couple of Zerglings here. Should we could... I was going to go for a 1BC. I could go for the double here, actually. Okay. It's actually in a pretty nice position, this. Look at this. Oh, he went for a... Yo, that is cool. Respect. He gets my respect for that. Yeah, that is... I love that kind of builds, man. Well done. He rushed... That's a build that I've thought about doing so many times. He rushed Burrow so he can block my base. Now, this is better against Protoss because at some point... Yeah, I have one scan now. At this point, if I was him, I would actually YOLO in and try to burrow another one, like, through my units. But he's not going to do it. But in the end, it is... Yeah, he was going to try it again. In the end, that does cost me a scan, which is about 200 minerals worth in the mule, right? Oh, I do need my extra gases over here. So yeah, the follow-up I decided to go for was Hellions, because Hellions are going to keep me safe against Lings and most Terran units early on that are not the air units or Cyclones. Tanks wouldn't be the biggest problem ever, to be honest. Let's see, this guy's going for a... Yeah, I feel like we're doing good here. This is a solid opener. I kinda... Oh, he's going for a mech. Okay, I'm gonna cancel that last Hellion. It's gonna be a little bit of a tricky part here. I feel like the Zerg is a little behind. He pings that for me. I already saw it, but obviously I still appreciate that. That's good communication. Then I hope he kills that. Oh, if he doesn't kill that, he's gonna scout my... Oh, that's a little painful. Now the thing is, Mutalisk are surprisingly okay against Cyclones. The problem is that it's a numbers thing, you know? Yeah, I don't have a unit. Oh, that's actually... He pinged to let me know that he saw my fusion core. That's really good communication from Mr. Guy. I love that. Thank you, my friend. But yeah, it's going to be a very tricky next couple moments because theoretically, he does have the counter. The Terran alone has the counter to both the Mutas and the BCs. So we're going to have to do some outplays here. Let's see. Is he making... Yeah, you can tell by the eggs. This is a good sign, by the way. If you're playing in Zerg and you see them make a million things at once, right? You can bet on it that they probably saved larva for a specific purpose. So if you see like a million eggs, you can usually assume... I wouldn't assume, I would still, you know, keep shouting and stuff, but you can usually assume that it's either mass lynx or mass roaches or something. In this case, I know it's mutas, of course. Okay, yeah, we're definitely going to have to go for some outplay style. I'm going to go for a BC right over here and let my teammate outplay on the right side. I think we're actually going to stick over at this gas over here. Maybe I can even do a little run-in. Let's see, I'm going to burrow one mine over here, one over here, and now it's a good time to go away with the BC. Kind of wish my teammate kept up the pressure. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that is painful. He had a free opportunity, but I guess he didn't have the vision there to stay with me, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm going to have to be a little smart about this, because obviously I can't rely on my teammate reading my mind. I also don't think I'm going to be able... Oh, no, no, why? Why? Oh, man, it's pain. It's... Yeah, I mean... What can I... This is why you don't spread creep, guys. I've been telling you all these years. This is why I never make a single creep tumor. No, obviously it's not. In 1v1 it's good. In 2v2 you just don't really want to be spreading that much. Like, he actually just destroyed me. I'm not kidding. He completely stopped me from being able to take any reasonable base. The only thing I could do was kill his creep tumors, which... Not quite sure I want to do that. Let's see. 5 Cyclones. Does he have more than that? I don't know. We can... If he jumps on it, we kill it. If he jumps on it, we kill it. Like, please go for it, my friend. Yes, 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 yes. Where's the... No, the mutas aren't in sync. Where are the mutas, brother? Okay, they're coming in now. That is fantastic. Yeah, look at this. Okay, I'm going to try my best to body block. The mutas are going to be able to take care of the Cyclones, just like I said. And that should be... well, I wouldn't quite call it game-ending moment, but it's a fantastic moment for sure. This is... The reason why this is so big is because they just lost the entire position. The Mutalisks are quite low HP. BCs can't actually catch... When is Yamato finishing? It's going to take quite a while. The BCs can't actually catch the Cyclones. So we're not going to be able to end instantly, but now they can't really take that base anymore. And they're just going to keep losing stuff over and over. I'm trying to babysit... or well, look at the Cyclones. Okay, the Cyclones are coming back now. Then I'll escape as well. Actually, probably want an engineering bay over here. I have another BC. He is still gonna... Yeah, they're really good against BCs, right? As you could tell. And this time, my teammate does make use... Yeah, that's what I love to see. That's the teamwork that I wanted. Now he does make use of the chaos. I'm gonna make use of it as well by teleporting in there. I'm gonna do a little scan. This BC has a teleport available, so I'm just gonna teleport over to that base. He's not paying attention. Oh, this is beautiful. Now I also have Yamato, so I can Yamato the Spore. I'm pretty tempted to Yamato the Raven, actually. Here, I'm just going to Yamato that Queen instead. This Spore is going to die. That base is absolutely cooked. His Cyclones are now definitely going back to that base. So we're going to be able to come back in over here. Oh, that's 2 Spores. Oop. For some reason, I didn't realize there was another Spore there. This guy lost pretty much. Maybe I can kill one of these. No, barely not. Wouldn't really be worth it anyway. I'll just go for some more drones. There we go. 12 kills on that BC. My teammate is also... Yeah, this is the good stuff, guys. If he didn't spread creep... I would give this guy an A+. Since he did spread creep over every single base, I'm gonna give him, yeah, what's it gonna be? An A-, okay? We don't want to be too harsh. We'll give him an A-. Good team play, good build. Those Widow Mines would be... Actually, I was going to say those Widow Mines would be useless, but then the Widow Mine actually popped. How many mutants does he have? He really hasn't been losing a whole lot of them, eh? Holy! That's a crazy amount of mid-mids. Not bad. Credit where credit's due, guys. This guy has hands. He has macro. He has macro in the fingers. I have 81 workers and I don't have enough bases for them. That's always... it's a classic moment for me. It's always a little painful, though. Okay, so the thing is, my teammate can just go and kill them. The only thing he's afraid of is Widow Mines, I think. Like, Cyclones are really not gonna get the job done against that. Like, look at this. That guy probably has... What should we say? 8 Cyclones. My teammate has 25 Mutas or something like that. So I know Cyclones are pretty good, guys, but they're not going to be winning that, okay? Trust me. Let's see. Can I? Barely? Yeah, that's what I like to see. Beautiful. Okay. So that BC gets saved. I do need to get an armory at some point. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Infestors. Oh, that's a good scan by me. I didn't intend to find Infestors, but it was very nice to find them after all. Okay. I think we're going to go for some more Chaos again. Teleport one in each base. I think a BC is going to finish soon. See, I'm gonna try to target down the turret. Can I kill it? We do kill that one. This BC is gonna have a good time as well. This one is gonna go into the Zerg main base. Together, we have really done a freaking disgusting strategy here, by the way. Like, mass mutas everywhere, mass BCs teleporting. Like, this is crazy. Mass BCs teleporting in every single base. That turret is barely gonna die. He actually has Interference Matrix, which is a really good thing to do. He even Matrixed this one without having units there to kill it. I mean, at this point, we are just Omega rich. I literally have too many workers. I can't saturate any of my bases anymore. My teammate is now going in. Links on the Infestors. Very well done. I don't really want to give a shout out to Mr. Terran, by the way. Like, even though they lost, I really think that the Terran did as well as he could. Like, the Zerg player got kind of behind at the start. We had a pretty brutal attack. But the Terran player did really well defending both bases, right? Like, he defended against the Mutas for the most part, against the Lynx, BCs in like 3 different bases against the Hellions. So definitely shout out to the Terran. The Zerg players did well as well, but sadly Blue Zerg was a little too far behind. Teammate gets an A-. If it wasn't for creep over all my bases, it would have been an A+. Fantastic warm-up game. Battlecruiser is looking strong as always. Let's go to the next one. All right, game 2 is with a Terran player against a Terran and a Zerg, a complete mirror matchup. I remember the one. He was upset at playing against me plus a Skytles player last time, I think. Well, now I'm going to do a strategy that's definitely worse than playing Skytles. I mean, it was also not me playing Skytles last time, but we don't have a Protoss, so... Hello. So, yeah, we're going to go for an Ultralisk Rush here. It's not going to be easy. That is an understatement. I think a big problem I have doing challenges with Zerg is that it's hard to survive with just Lings for the most part. Like, very often the strategies you play against will be, let's say, for example, like mass roaches, cyclones, carriers, even like charged little attacks, just all kind of things like that. And if you only have Lings, you just kind of always die. So I feel like I need a bigger effort to defend. And I'm not that good with Zerg, so it doesn't come super naturally to me. So what I want to do is just play greedy and make Ultralisk, but I'm not going to be able to get away with it. Oh, I already said cool. I was going to say nice. I actually really like that he's going to play mech, because that has probably the best chance to keep us safe. I don't want to tell him that I'm Ultralisk rushing, because even though I actually think it's a pretty good strat, it sounds a bit ridiculous, and I don't want to scare my teammates away, you know? And even if they don't leave, I don't want them to lose confidence in me. I want them to have full trust, full faith in my Ultralisk, in my space crabs. Now, ideally, the scenario that comes up is that I get a good economy. They don't attack me too viciously early on. I get Ultralisk out, and then I can start Nidusing everywhere. This map does have some pretty good Nidus spots. Like, for example, this in-base base leads into their entire natural. That would be perfect. Now, I could either go for a Roach Warren or an Evolution Chamber. Or both, actually. Roaches are really not that bad of an idea, you know, thinking about it. So, normally I just make Lings, like I said. They don't cost gas. You do need speed to make them work, and they have very strong counters. Roaches are a little more universally good, and you don't need gas to make the Roach Warren, and you don't need upgrades for them to be decent. So I can kind of just make the... Oh, that's annoying. I can kind of just make the Roach Warren, and only make the Roaches if I have to. Now they're gonna... Oh, wait, actually, this is fine. Maybe I should have just baited him, because we have the Reaper. Very nice. Mr. Teammate catches his first dub of the game. That's what I like to see. Actually, if he might... Okay, let's see if he catches the biggest dub. He should be able to... No. Happens to the best. I mean, he caught the first dub, okay? He went to help my overlord. Hello. You know, he just realized who I am. That's cool. Yeah, a little mistake there against the second Marine. It's honestly not that easy because you either need to kite perfectly or... you got nervous. I see. Or either you kite perfectly, or you need to find the perfect time to retreat, heal the Reaper, and then go back in. Which he didn't want to do because my Overlord was literally dying, right? So, it's all good. But I saw something over... Didn't I just... Probably just an Overlord, right? I thought I saw the shadow of something there. I'm gonna go Ultra Rush, by the way. Now, since he's a viewer, I feel very comfortable in just... just saying what I'm gonna do now. A little bit of a pause by the opponents. Obviously, we'll let them. All right, looks like we're ready. Wasn't a very long pause, actually. Maybe like 20 seconds or so. It's always a little tense when they pause, just because you don't know if they're gonna pause for 5 minutes or 5 seconds. I've had both. I probably had pauses longer than 5 minutes, actually. But unpausing just feels so bad, you know? Okay, there's an extra gas already. I mean, my teammate is Hellions, which I really like. That's gonna keep us safe for a good while. Gonna make a second gas already, and I'm gonna start the evolution chamber that I was talking about. Okay, this is a very cool little wall for the queen. Maybe I should do that more often. Okay, there's a lot of Marines. I might need roaches against that, you know? I'm gonna make an overseer, send it across. There's a tank. Okay, yeah. I think the name of the game is that we're gonna start a couple roaches. Just so I can make Ravagers against the tank, right? I'm not sure. It could have been the same guy, but we did play against a strategy once where the guy dropped tanks here and started attacking the base. I don't exactly remember how recent that was, but that was a strategy that we faced. See, I want to make a hive, but I'm a little scared. I got some roaches. Do I want to move across? No. I would like to tell my teammate to scout with his Hellions, but yeah, like I mentioned before, I don't really like directing the game for other players like that, you know? Yeah, giving tips and stuff is cool, but I also don't want to be like, hey, scout, hey, go here, you know? Kind of want them to embrace their own style as well. And then if they do better... Ah, there we go. Okay. Then if they do well, it's cooler, you know? It wasn't like my instructions, they popped off themselves. Okay, I'm gonna make a couple of extra gases. I'm just gonna send one roach over here. What I want is very simply 3 Ravagers so I can bio down tanks. That's actually it. Yeah, okay, so they are going for that strat, just like I mentioned. I think I can make drones, which sounds a little insane, but where's the other Ravager? Okay. But I think I can. Oh, it's gonna be Mutas. Ooh, okay. That's gonna be a little painful to deal with. Okay, let's see if I can bio down tank number 1. That would be nice. Actually, I can get both of them, because he's not here with his Liberator. Look at that, very nice. Okay, the tanks are dead. I think we're gonna start a round of Queens. And then I'm actually gonna go for Vipers already. Let me let him know, so he doesn't have to be afraid of that. Yeah, I'm gonna start Vipers. Mutalisks, it's pretty early. So the economy behind that is not gonna be super great. And yeah, I have this... Look, spores are so good against Mutas, it's kind of crazy even. Okay, so let's get a bile down on that. There we go, that is gonna die pretty much right away. He does need something to fight against the Mutas. I mean, I think we're possibly gonna be okay, but it's just not gonna be an easy one here. Let's see, where is Mr. Viper building? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, bait him into the spore crawlers, get these over as well. Liberator's going across, that's a good move. He has a couple of units over there. Okay, looks like he's gonna survive pretty nicely. Let's get the Ultralisk Cavern now. Resaturate this base. The Viper needs to consume. And I mean, my eco is pretty good, so we can be pretty happy about that. I'm actually gonna drop one Creep Tumor over here, just so I can help him out. Okay, let's consume this as well. And I mean, my build is actually not bad against Mutas at all, honestly. It's really not bad against Mutas, because I have the Hive, and Ultralisk are also pretty good against Mutas, so... Okay, so I have a Parasitic Bomb. He has good enough air defense over there. Parasitic Bomb is R. I'm not super good at Zerg Spellcaster hotkeys, because I usually play more like an ape. Okay, I need his units over there, man. Like, his units are not in the right spot right now, which is extremely painful. But he is going to send them, which I like. Okay. I'm going to use a parasitic bomb on that. I can also abduct that tank. It's maybe not a bad idea. Oh, that's... I was... See, I literally, as I... Just before I said it, I was pressing the wrong button. Oh, no. Okay, let's see. If he wants to come closer, we can. I'm going to move one spore over here, actually. And then with the rest, we can start mining again. You can consume over here. Okay, here are the mutas. Let me just chase those mutas down a little bit. Actually, since he has enough turrets, I think we're gonna go for the abduct instead. That'll be okay. Abduct is D, right? Yeah, it is D, exactly. So you come over here, it's gonna die. You also come over here, there you go. Probably transfuse this. That dies very fast. Okay. I mean, I'm probably gonna lose this hatchery at some point, to be honest. But it is what it is. Oh, did he just kill all the mutas? I mean, if he did, that would be freaking gargantuan. It's hard to imagine that he did. Okay, can I go in again? I need that abduct on that. He's gonna go for the base, indeed, like I expected. Okay, I think the base is gonna live, guys. Look at that. Okay, and now we have space cows. Mech defended me. Very well done. Awesome stuff. Okay, that's what we like to see. Now I have to make sure to keep expanding myself. Did I get my... Oh, I got the wrong upgrade. Ouch. That sucks a little bit, guys. I really... when you go Ultralisk, you want armor so you can make them even tankier, you know? That's how we roll. He's playing Cyclones now, which is a good vibe. He's making Lurkers a lot. Oh, please attack these. These can? Yeah, no, I don't want to fight against that. Actually, it's fightable because he doesn't have the Lurker upgrades yet. It's very important. Lurker upgrades are super good. I think it's a good time to make some Infestors. If he wants to chase me down, he's going to have to use a lot for that. Oh, it was just a run by. My brain was trying to figure out if it was like an Overlord drop or a Nidus or something, because I saw like the creep, right? Okay, I'm gonna get Overlord speed. I'll click 3 Overseers over here. My teammate's playing Mech, which is... I wouldn't really say good against Lurkers, because most of the time the Lurkers are not gonna engage into, right, the tanks and stuff. But it's, yeah, it should be fine. Nothing to complain about here. They're going to play a very defensive game, it looks like. So I'm going to try to get a lot of bases here. Mr. Guy is playing Bio. Keep in mind that I do have Blinding Clouds, by the way. Which is going to be very nice. Do I have my Infestors? I know I have them on the way. Yeah, they're a little further away than I would have liked. I'm just going to run away with these. I mean, the Infestor backstab would go freaking hard here, guys. Like, actually, just insanely hard. Oh, from downtown, baby! And the parasitic bomb. No, fight against these. Okay, well, we killed the entire Bio army. That's insane. Bio dead. I hope my teammate is pulling his weight on the other side, because on my own, I don't think I'm going to be able to win this game like this. He has tanks over here, which can protect me against Lurkers. I'm just going to go ahead. Can I fight this? Yeah, just use the tanks, really. No, 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 no! You can't be losing these, my friend! No! Oh, that's gonna cost us our entire position. We were gonna be able to defend that with those extra tanks. But that is a very, very, very painful moment for us. So I'm gonna try to grab these. I mean, I'm gonna be able to do a decent amount of damage on the counter-attack, I think. Maybe we can force them back. He has more tanks. I got a couple Ultras here, too. He needs to scan this. Okay, good scan there. That's where we go. Yeah, these Ultras are gonna do very well here. Pretty awesome trade there. Bio did okay, but in the end, couldn't get through. That tank is... Oh, please do not do that. Oh my goodness, that was close. Okay, tank is still shelling away. We need a couple more tanks over here. I think my teammate might have taken a little bit too much damage early on, because... Okay, he has 2 more tanks. Oh, that Ultralisk really spawned into its death, sadly. Let's see, I do have the Fungus. Can we see some tanks over here, my friend? If we do that right now, we can still save that base. Actually, I think I'm just going to go for it. Don't really want to lose this base. There we go. Pretty good trade. Now, can we recover from this is the question. I kind of want to make link speed, just because I have a lot of minerals and stuff. First, I'm just going to try to resaturate my stuff over here. I mean, my eco can still be pretty decent. My teammate's eco is actually very decent, by the way. Definitely very decent. My supply is very low. That's the scariest part for now. Send one over here. Maybe I can... No, I don't really want to get in here. Oh, he just unsieged that for me. Thank you, my guy. Okay, let's bait that Widowmine shot with the Overseer. And we're going to be able to kill that. Here we go. Well... I could make Ravagers because they're good, but... yeah, I also don't think they would be good enough here. If my teammate keeps making mech and just spreading them all over the place, they don't find my base, there's going to be a good chance here. Okay, I'm going to get another miraculous fungal here for sure. I can already... Oh no, why did I looked away at the wrong moment? Oh no, what happened? I pressed the hotkey that I didn't want to press. Ouch. The miraculous fungal. Did I fungal my ultras or my own infestor? I'm not quite sure actually. It was one of the two, that I know. Okay, I'm just gonna try to keep doing some counterattacks, baiting them. If my teammate can max out on mech, there's always a chance, guys. There's always a chance, that is for sure. I want to get Adrenal Glands after that upgrade. Let's see if he's gonna follow me. I would expect them to follow me. Okay, no, those drones are going to give it away. Yeah, I'm going to lose these ultras, and I think with these ultras, we are also going to be losing the game here. My teammate has no pressure on the map because he's playing mech. And ultras are pretty good against hydras, actually. He kind of ran into them, giving me more value than I should be getting, to be honest, but it's really not going to be good enough here. These were also intended to be spines, by the way. Not intended to be spores whatsoever. Now, he is saturating another base. Okay, I mean... We kind of switched places here. I became the weaker player of the team, and now my teammate is going to be pretty strong. I'm going to have some nice counterattacks. I think it's time for my role as a supportive Zerg player instead. I'm going to try to sneak in here. I mean, I have a lot of infestors. If I can fungal them in range of tanks, obviously that's going to be pretty freaking crazy. Let's go. Oh, yes. This is the fight we need. They really want to go for this, but this is not a crazy good idea by them. I'll say that. Okay, I'll go back. Oh my god, the fungals are so huge. Please. Oh my goodness, this is the best fight ever. Please siege a tank. I'm going to bring these ultras over here. They're losing a lot of workers too, guys. I mean, that was a fantastically good fight. Let's see, he has a couple more tanks. I'm going to try to fight in range of the tanks if I can. This really could not have been any better. We got another fungal over here. Please siege this tank. He is going to siege the tank. Wow. Okay, yeah, really, that could not have been any better. My teammate's economy is now the best in the game, by the way. After the damage I did, my teammate's economy is now somehow the best in the game. He's also gonna win this fight if he repairs that, I think. That would be pretty good for him. Let's see, is he gonna repair that? I guess lurkers are just really good against them, huh? Yeah, my teammate is quite low. I'm pretty sure his economy is great, but he's just very low on units here. I mean, that fight really was the best fight just possible. It will never be better than that, you know, so really can't complain about that. I did get my Adrenal Glands in the end, but I don't really have any other upgrades, sadly. Guess I'll just go ahead and kill this thingy real quick. There we go. And then maybe I can set up another counterattack. I need to make sure to take this base as well, of course. So I do have the infestors. I'm going to try to keep those around. Got a couple of Zerglings up. Maybe I can run the... I think that base is going to be a planetary. So I'm trying to set up my run-bys to find the most efficient targets possible. That's a pretty good fight for my teammate as well, actually, over there. Okay, oh, he does find this, unfortunately. Yeah, that's a bit painful. Gonna go in over here. He burrowed the lurkers, but it's hard to say exactly where he was going after that. Let's see if I can sneak in here. No, he's still over there. I kind of out-micro that a little bit. Can I run past the spines, maybe? It's possible. Yeah, look at this. Okay. Okay, we actually got pretty far. Look at that. We're going to kill a decent amount of stuff over here. Sadly, the bio is ready for those links over there. I mean, I'm really doing my freaking best here, guys, okay? I'm trying to be the best supportive Zerg I can to my teammate. I'm going to get... I swear, this Zerg does actually not have that much eco, you know? It's really not that crazy. There we go. Look at this. Morgan's going to die. Ultralisk, fantastic on the freaking counterattack here. He's going to come back for this. Targeting even more. This is pretty much no upgrade ultras, by the way, which is freaking crazy. Zerg low eco. It's funny because I don't have to explain myself typing with caps lock because this guy watches me, so he knows that I type in caps lock sometimes. Okay, he's going up to... I mean, really, guys, he's been doing well, okay? We had a little bit of unfortunate moment there with the two tanks that weren't siege. That, you know, was a pretty big blow for us. But after that, I really think he's been doing very, very well. Please don't look. There might be a tank over here that I can kill. Nah, okay, his units were there on the rally. I mean, this army is pretty good with the funk. I think I'm going to try and catch him. I think that's the best thing I can do. We're going to try and catch him over here. Yeah, exactly. Look at this. Okay. That is beautiful. Now, I don't know how many lurkers there are. He's trying to target the infestors. No, it's just not enough damage against the freaking hydras, man. Let's see, I'm going to try one more. He also has good upgrades, and I have 0 attacking upgrades. Oh, that is a crazy freaking dash forward, I have to say. Okay, so we're going to kill pretty much his entire army, but since I'm really poor, I don't have reinforcements to finish the rest of, sadly. Now, it seems like Mr. Teal is quite busy fighting my ally, so I'm going to try and run over here. That's another really good fungal. Okay, he has a really good amount of tanks here. I mean, those lurkers might even die. Going to go for another counterattack. Let's see, there's a tank over... Why is he... I swear, there's always a couple of rallied units just barely over there. That thing is gonna die to the Widow Mine, I think. Yes, it is. Okay. Now, can I kill... What are those? Oh, they're still the Hydras, right? Yeah, I'm gonna have to use my Infestors. I think he might be able to go for a push, actually. Yeah, there we go. I baited him there. Wasn't on purpose, really, but it happened. So, who am I to complain? Okay, I'm gonna try to retake my base again. Liberator here, too. Let's see, how many tanks does he have? Maybe, I'm not kidding, maybe with Tank Infestor, there's actually a chance here. It's a little bit of copium. Like, obviously, we need things to go our way, right? But there might be a little bit of chance. He's gonna win yet another fight. He has 2-2 on his mech as well. Okay, Ivan, I see you, my friend. I see the kind of stuff you're pulling out of a hat here. That middle line... Okay, this guy is just... He's getting a little lucky, let's be honest. Every single time my Zerglies are there, he freaking has something. That's crazy. I'm gonna send a couple Infestors. I think it's time for Burl and... Burl and Neural is what I wanted to say. Okay, we're gonna be able to deny this one. I need my Infestors over here. Oh, I just moved them to the right side. That's a little unfortunate. Let's see. Oh, that Queen is actually blocking me too. Okay, we need the Fungals here. There we go. The Fungals are going to be good, but I think we're going to need a couple more units from my Terran friend over... I mean, the Fungals are actually disgusting, though. Look at that. I don't really have units left, sadly. Those Liberators are popping the frick off. I'm going to make one more Infestor here. I am going to lose the fight over here on the left side. I still really think... maybe I'll ping that for him so he can see. I still really think there's a small chance that we can win this because my teammate just has a strong army. If I had to guess, he's either got 3-3 or... Yeah, he has 3-3 or it's on the way, I wanted to say. Okay, please, no. This is why I want control. Okay, good. He managed to save one of them. That's nice. I don't have any more Fungals left, sadly. Actually, I do have... Oh, is there another Infestor? I did think I made another one. Let's get another Fungal on those. The Infestors have been the clear MVP from my side, at least, of this game, you know? Like, they've actually done a ridiculous amount of work. Yeah, at this point, these are pretty much forfeit. I'm going to try to go to the right side. I don't even know why I have these units over here. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. My brain actually malfunctioned there. In my head... Yeah, okay, this game is over right now. GG well played, it's going to be called. Okay, that was actually the purest brain malfunction I remember having. What happened here is that in my head, we were in the natural, so I clicked my Infestors here, and I was expecting them to, like, you know, follow this path. But we were already in the main base, so then my Infestors walked into their death. Yeah, let's see. Terran player 150 supply, once again, really doesn't have that much. Zerg player on 146 supply, once again, really doesn't have that much. But then again, I kind of died early. This game doesn't entirely do the Ultralisk Rush justice, but we could see the strength of the build. We had some good fights. We also had some mistakes. A couple of things going wrong here and there, but still, it was a very nice game. So far, the Ultralisk Rush, a loss, the Battlecruiser a win. Now let's go for the Protoss game. All right, the final game is going to be Protoss with a random teammate against a Terran and a Protoss. Now, I've seen these two guys before. They were both in game number 1. They were actually the enemy team in game number 1, I believe. Now, what are we going to do here, guys? Is it going to be the Carriers, the Mothership, or the Tempest? I guess Colossus is technically tier 3, but... That's not really, I don't think, at least I don't think so, what you guys have, you know, envisioned for the Protoss game here. Hello. Oh, he's Protoss, my teammate. Okay. I'm going to build a pylon in the wall because that looks very swag. So, I think either a Mothership Rush or a Tempest Rush would be the coolest. You can also combine the two, of course. Yeah, the thing with Carriers is Carriers are cool, but they're also realistically... And, you know, I don't say this a lot, but I think Carriers are actually just overpowered. Like, Carriers, if there's one unit that can ruin 2v2 games, it's the Carrier, I think. Like, it's just too strong for 2v2, really. And it's also very easy to use. Like, it's not like I can micro it much better than the other dudes or anything like that. They're slow. So I think it's kind of a boring unit, to be honest. Also wouldn't really feel accomplished if I won with it, to be honest. So I think I'm gonna go over the Tempest and or the Mothership. Sounds like a good idea. Let's see, it's Terran Protoss. Okay, same here. Yo, let's go. And now the SCV. It's the dumbest dance ever. Yo, get him. Oh, he actually had the exact same idea. You could see that he was going to wall it off. That's funny. I'm still here. Oh, the SUV! The SUV! Oh, we could have gotten it! Get the SUV! We're gonna get it! Yo! Let's go! Huge! That's pretty. Wait, he's actually still here. Oh yeah, then I'll go back as well. No, he's gonna steal my gas? Ah, that sucks. Normally I don't care about having my gas stolen, but... I want to go for freaking tech units, so that is a little bit annoying. I don't think it's the biggest deal ever still, to be honest, but... I think it's gonna throw a slight wrench in my build, which is not ideal. His thingy is gonna die. The probe is here for a vengeance now. I guess I'll still start the Stargate. Actually, I'm gonna chrono boost this so I can get a depth out a little faster. And then... Did he just... Well... Oh, that's him. Okay, I thought that probe was gone already. I was like, did he just wall me out like my teammate? But no, it wasn't him. Okay, good. My mind would have exploded if that was the case. I'm gonna make a pylon here, just for a little bit of vision more than anything else, really. And then we're gonna kill this. He made a stalker. That is nice. I'm actually gonna. Well, I wanted to go across, but I'm not quite sure if I want to go across now. I guess I'll go across. Why not? Okay, he's gonna try to target a couple of my probes. If I micro correctly, indeed, he's not going to get one. So that is nice. And then my adept and my probe are gonna get some scouting done. Let's see what Mr. Protoss is up to if we can. A couple of transfers over here. Let's see. Reactor first. I haven't seen... Okay, he went for a Stalker. Don't really want to say it means anything in 2v2. In 1v1, Stalker means there's a smaller chance that it is going to be a Stargate. I don't think it's going to be... Wait, did he not build this all this time? Or is that his... Guys? Is anyone else having their sus radars go off? Or is it just me? I mean, I'll just go back here. Actually, cancel. Didn't see that coming, did you? Boom. Where's the other one? Please. No, I suck. Happens to the best. We all suck sometime, guys. It is what it is. Okay, so that is Fleet Beacon. I have a Zealot over here that I... Oh, yo, it's gonna work. By accident, honestly, but it works. And now I can tank for Mr. Stalker. Oh, it's a lot of Marines, though. I'll just back off for now. Then I'm gonna make a battery here. Battery in the main base as well. I still feel a little sussed out. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about it, really. 8-gauge blink. Okay. I want to go Tempest. 8-gauge blink against Tempest. That sounds like the worst case scenario, actually, to me. That makes me scared. Forge? Is that too expensive? Probably. Right? I mean, it might be the only option here. I'm gonna go for the tectonic destabilizers, of course. I hope it's not DTs. It would just be annoying. Like, I know he has a robo with observers, but there's still 4 bases to cover, right? Scans my main base, sees nothing. That is great. Scanning is expensive, so pretty happy with that. If he saw my stuff, then it would have been entirely worth it. Now he just knows that I have gases, which he already did. And I guess he does know that... What was it that he knew? There was something that he... What was it that I just thought of? Oh, that I have no defense in the main base, of course. So if he wants to go for a drop, that would work out pretty well. Hey, he can go for that. I mean, the Tempests are going to be pretty good here, unless it is... Phoenix, is that what I say? He's going to run away from the Tempest. Let's see, okay. I would expect him to go for some kind of drop. I mean, against Tempest, it makes sense, and it doesn't make sense at the same time. Okay, he's still here. I haven't seen the Protoss yet, which really scares me, by the way. If he's... I didn't actually think of this, but if he's going for carriers... Oh, no, it's Blink Stalkers. Ah, unfortunate. Ooh, that immortal? Okay, he's gonna stay alive. If he went for carriers, this would be the most delicious game for so many of the viewers and me. Because then we would have a disgusting counter to the carriers blindly. And, you know, I said that little talk about how good carriers are before. Most of us would rejoice, I'm sure, seeing carriers get destroyed by blind Tempest. Like, that would just be freaking delicious. But okay, since they're pretty aggressive, I think we're just gonna chill around here for now with the Tempest. I don't actually like that he's breaking that. I feel like it's a nice... Oh, I made so many cannons I didn't make a pylon. It's a nice little protective barrier, you know? Let's see, I'm kind of trying to shop for some medevacs over here. Are we gonna find any? It looks like no. Just one Marine. I think I saw an army show up, right? Yeah, an army showed up last minute. And I'm gonna go there too. Gonna start trying to protect this base. That's 2 tanks shooting it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cancel that for now. Okay, the thing is, I need his army together with me, because if the Tempest blink on me, that is a problem. If the Stalkers blink under my Tempest, that is a problem. Okay, here we go. Well, right now we can just chase that, I think. Should be able to catch them. Okay, there we go. I mean, it's so many Tempests. He's gonna try to blink on top of them. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's... Well, yeah, my teammate doesn't have enough units for that. Like, the Vikings are gonna be destroyed easily, but my teammate doesn't actually have as many units as he probably should against this push. So far, it's okay. Like, we've actually... We're gonna manage to survive here. The problem is that losing... like, the critical mass of Tempest is a little painful. Kind of want to make another Stargate as well. I mean, I do have this base now. My teammate lost his base, but, you know, we managed to... Actually, quite impressed. Oh, go! Pay attention! You have this! Oh, this would have been a delicious fight if he paid attention instantly, but it's still a very delicious fight. Well done. Good blink there. Getting, yeah, pretty much in the Stalkers there. That is nice. Let's see. 3rd Stargate is on the way. I hate that I made so many cannons up there, and then they never ended up committing, which I really thought they would have. See. If he sends his observer forward, I can get a couple snipes. That would be nice. Okay. Gotta be careful here. Vikings are also good against Tempest, but they're more killable for me than the Stalkers are. I think they're mostly afraid that I'm gonna go for carries at some point, right? They don't know that I'm just gonna be making these guys. There we go. Can I one-shot that if he's not paying attention? No, he was paying attention. Maybe a tank. Yes, there we go. Those already blink. Okay, we're getting some nice pickups over here. We still have cannons over here too, which is going to be very nice. He sees something. Oh, it's adepts in the base. Thank goodness that I have... Yeah, I mean, it's better for him to defend it than me. So, I think I should stay here with my Tempest for now, under the cannons and stuff. Yeah, I think we killed that. Not quite sure if we did, actually. But I think I did. Is he managing to defend back there? Well, actually, that surround is pretty good. Oh, no, that blink forward is not as good. Let's see, I'm going to snipe that Viking. He might try to blink forward, but I have a lot of cannons here as well, so we're going to be safe for a while. Definitely good moves by the opponent so far. Yeah, just really good outplays in general. Like, you know, applause for them. They're doing fantastic. I don't even think we're necessarily doing that much wrong. Obviously, every strategy has its weakness, and they are exploiting it very well. They never really dove full-on into my cannons. They grabbed their opportunities. They're doing some good harassment. Okay. Like, you need to be careful to not just let those keep doing damage over time. That's going to end up being painful. So a lot of adepts here. I mean, I can also just own these adepts. Did I send one Tempest over here? Yeah, I'm going to send that there now. So we can kill that prism. And then the rest needs to stay above these cannons, I think. Oh, he's going to try to drop over here. Maybe I have a small opportunity to do something then. Okay, that prism does die. I have a lot of Tempest available. And the battery's going to make sure my probes don't die there. Yeah, he did take a lot of damage. I mean, the thing is, Tempests are good, but I do need something to accompany me. Might be time for me to do it myself and go for a robo here, I think. Like, my army is pretty massive. It's just, if it's out in the open, it might get cooked. That's the thing. Yeah, I think we're just gonna... Oh, that scan is annoying. I really was about to go out and go over there. Try to get some serious damage done, but that's not gonna happen. Like, the thing is, I can snipe a couple main bases really quick. You know? Oh, it's going to be a little painful for me. If my teammate's paying attention, maybe there can be a small... Actually, he doesn't really have units there, does he? No. Okay, I mean, he's going to fight into the cannons, which is very, very nice for me. There we go. I mean, this fight is as good as it's ever going to get. He's probably going to try and blink forward at some point. Okay, let me just energy recharge on that. We're going to kill pretty much the entire army. But my teammate does not have enough units to deal with the Stalkers, I think. If he did, this would be... Oh, that's going to be pretty nice for the probes. This would be a massive moment, because we would kill the entire army and then counter, but I think my teammate took a little too much damage from the Adepts there. Yeah, once again, really good outplays by the opponents there. Those Adepts really did a number on the economy here. Let me pull these back real quick, try to restart that base. He might try to blink forward, but I have a lot of Tempest here, guys. And we're going to kill a lot of units. Did I kill the Prism, by the way? I don't remember if I killed it. I might have. Okay, I think it's my time to go over here. Let's see. My teammate's income now is... Well, it's not entirely intact. I was going to say it's pretty intact, but it's definitely not entirely intact here. So, really annoying scan there. Yeah, like really, they've been playing very, very well. I think macro-wise, maybe not the best, and I say that mostly for the reason that he's been scanning non-stop, which you realistically can't do if you macro well. It sounds weird to say, but like scanning is really not the priority, right? Like the priority is having enough units, and the fact that he's been scanning non-stop probably means that he lost a couple meals, or he missed a couple meals there in time. They're actually getting a pretty decent trade here against the army, honestly. A lot of stims. Oh, maybe I should have targeted the medevacs. That would have been a good move. Let's see, I'm just going to keep making more and more Tempest. I'm going to try to get in the main base. That is a 4th base by the Terran, which is not exactly exciting to see, to say the least. I got 4 more Tempest over here. I'm going to try to go for a counter. There's DTs in the base. I don't think he has detection ready. Well, he has observers somewhere, right? I would imagine he's going to show up with an observer at some point, so he should be able to defend that sooner or later. Kind of wish I had an observer over here. That would have been nice. So let me one-shot that turret. Maybe I can bait over the Blink Stalkers to come to this side. That would be nice. And now he's going to try to defend that. Let's see. Still hasn't... He has another robo. He's not making observers from the robo. No, not like this, my friend. You have what you need to defend it, but he's struggling so hard because he wasn't using his other robo. I mean, these units are doing an amazing job over here. Gonna kill another medevac too. There we go. Okay, back off with these. If I can even keep a couple alive, it's gonna be nice. Yo, 3 are gonna survive. I thought it was just gonna be 2. Like, we're getting a lot of damage done with these, you know? Like, the Tempests aren't totally popping off. If he never makes air, I could just do this forever. I have to imagine at some point they're gonna have like enough Vikings or whatever, you know? But for now, we are kind of chilling. Let me try to target that down. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's a little too much. I'm gonna try recall. Even if I keep 1 alive, it's gonna be okay. Okay, he did not target him at all, and I kept all... Okay, that's kind of funny, not gonna lie. I think he literally didn't target him, and all of them survived on their deep red HP. Very nice. Now I'm gonna do the same thing, but now with more Tempest. I mean, you have to be honest, guys. The Tempests are doing an absolutely amazing job. It's just that we've been put in a pretty tough position already. I am now mining from a lot of bases. Vikings show up. Okay, it's... Well, his army's a little flimsy. Like, it's... His army's really good against everything besides the Ghost, basically, you know? So the Ghost can... Like, I'm gonna rely on him. He needs to split those Templar because they have Ghost already. Okay, please. What? Split them! I'm so scared right now. Like, what an MP. This guy's gonna get absolutely deep cooked. Storm surprisingly good. Storm! Oh, man, it kind of hurts a little bit. Storms are actually surprisingly good against Stalkers, by the way. I've learned that from my 2v2 tournaments. Oh, he was so focused on the SCVs that it took him so long to storm the Stalkers. I really think that would have made a pretty massive difference there. And now I'm kind of afraid that we lost our edge. These are going to die to the Vikings that are going to show up at some point, I think. I do still have a couple... He lost too much? Yeah, I think so as well. I still have a couple of Tempest over here. Like, my army is still really not that bad somehow, but yeah, they have a little bit too much now. Mass Vike is going to show up. I do still have a couple of cannons over here. So let's try to fly back over these. Maybe go in over there. Stalkers are going to kill my teammate, and that is going to be it for the final game. Oh, it was a crazy one. 160 supply on the enemies, teammate only 50 supply. Definitely lost a little too much to the Adepts early on, I think, because he... yeah, after that attack, his army was quite small. Let's see. Was it here already? Let's skip ahead a little bit. Yeah, okay, he had 53 supply, 24 probes. That means that he probably lost 40 workers to the Adepts, which is definitely a little too much, let's be honest. No, don't want to blame my teammate. It is what it is. You know, we all have our strategies and our strengths and weaknesses. This is just my MMR and a 2v2 ladder after all. But getting down to 24 workers while everyone else is 60 or 50 is a little bit too painful. My build actually worked out. If you look at the supplies, I was the strongest player in the game here. Also felt pretty good with my economy. And I didn't even lose my 3rd base once. So pretty happy with the Tempest Rush. All in all, we go 1-2. I would say that the Tempest Rush was strong, the Battlecruiser Rush was the strongest, and the Ultralisk Rush was definitely a little bit on the weak side. Like, against 2 players, just a little bit hard to make the Ultralisk work while surviving the early game as well. But that's going to be it for today. Now we have a nice ranking list of the tier 3 units, at least these ones. Obviously, carriers would be on top, right? But that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys had a fantastic time. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.